What's how you going?
Hey, Patto, good, thanks. How are you?
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you. What a year.
Yeah, 2026.
Get excited. It's going to be a big one.
Oh yeah, it sure is. I'm fired up. I actually really am fired up. I was thinking about all the races they've got this year and how many I'm looking forward to running in and following. And I've got a feeling we're going to have a lot of good conversations on the Aussie Backyard Beat in 2026.
I think so for sure. Yeah, there's a lot of big events and there's a lot of big local events, and that's before we even start looking at the big events like Sat Champs.
Yeah,
There's
sure.
yeah, there's a lot to get through before then.
Yeah. So there was a couple of backyard ultras that crossed over into the new year. Should we talk about Aussie Alpine Backyard Ultra first?
Yeah, that's right. Those guys started running last year, and who knows, they could still be going. Running over 2 years. Two events ran over 2 years this year. This year, last year, both
Yes.
years. Yeah, Aussie Alpine. Yeah, that was the first Aussie Alpine event. Yeah, and looks like it went really well. The event itself only sprung up really close to the end of last year. So the fact that it got started, got moving, got advertised, got funding, were able to offer free tickets to anyone who wanted a ticket. They did a lot in a very short space to get this event up and running. And for a first event, massive. Looked great.
It did. It was one of those really cool courses where you can see the runners for a long time. So
Yep.
there was some
Yeah.
pretty good footage from like Insta stories and stuff like that. You see the runners running up the hill and down the hill, and there's some of the views that the runners were posting were pretty impressive.
That's right. And I saw yeah the portaloo that they stuck up the top of the mountain, the beautiful view coming out of it.
Oh, I missed that.
Have a look at the FOMO Trails Instagram. I think it was a couple of days before the event when they were doing course setup. They were yeah, room of the view.
Yeah, awesome. I hear that the weather at night time was pretty hardcore.
Yeah, yeah, it was cold,
Yeah, it was
which
all,
yeah, middle of summer, it's it can be quite warm there.
yeah.
It is a cold part of the world, but yeah, like I saw someone on on their Strava had titled it, "I've had warmer nights in Falls Creek in winter."
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds like there was a high wind chill factor.
Yeah, yeah,
Um, Jacob Garlick, the
yeah,
last one standing, he looks good.
yeah, yeah. He looked pretty impressive. He everything about it. Yeah, look, no surprises in that part of the results. You tipped he was is the man to watch, and he certainly proved that he was. Yeah, he took. You predicted that part. I predicted that the event would probably finish in under 24 hours, so we both came away with a victory on this one, which is rare for us. Yeah, but he was phenomenal on his results. It's actually quite funny. It's worth pointing out I've never, like in all looking at my stats and looking at yard times and everything, I've never seen someone's yard times and their average yard time pretty much just a straight line. It was noted that during the event he did a 46-minute, 16-second yard back to back, and they were like, "Oh, this is cool." He then went on to do his next 3 yards in 46 minutes and 16 seconds, five in a row, all exactly the same point. And his next two were like 8 seconds and 2 seconds off.
Wow,
Across the event, his fastest yard and his slowest yard, I think, were about 2 minutes apart.
wow.
And they were all sort of bang in that middle 46 range, give or take.
Yeah,
And yeah, by the end of the event, it looked like he had yeah plenty to go still in the tank, and yeah, we honestly we don't know how far he could have gone. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think finishing as the last one standing, as well as looking like he had a lot left in him, I think he's starting to froth. I think
Yeah.
I could
Yeah.
say I could save this for the news section, but I think he's seriously thinking about running at MVP.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's messaged me asking about what the course is like and stuff. So
Oh, which is where is MVP sit? That's 4 weeks away. Oh, okay. Oh, he I was going to say you could put Ezra Dingo up for a challenge as being the first to get two back-to-back victories within a
Yeah,
short period.
yeah,
Ezra, of course, got two 50-plus yard wins, and obviously with this one, he's come away with the win under 24. But to do another big win, an MVP could be a massive, massive thing on the chart.
yeah. Jack Mays, the assist.
Yep.
I reckon. I reckon he's going to have a big 26. He stepped it up again in 25 with a third at Wild Dog and the assist at Aussie Alpine Backyard Ultra,
Yeah.
and he loves it. He absolutely loves it. I reckon. I reckon we'll see him with a few good results in 26.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of him either. Like he's
Mm.
looked pretty good the whole way through. His yard times sort of slowed down, crept towards that sort of, as I think it's Laz has said it, circling the drain. He did a couple of really high 58-minute yards and then he finished his 21st yard and then sent Jacob out on 22 lap on his own. But yeah, look, he probably still had a lot. This is a brutal, tough course, and it's I don't think it's one that you can really fairly judge anyone's performance on. On that, they started with 112 people. Um, of those, 21 had done a backyard before, so we had 91 first timers, it's just massive. But of those 21 who had done a backyard before, not one of them were able to get a new PB.
Wow.
The absolute closest we got, Nadine Barnes got 18 yards. That was her previous PB.
Mm.
And look, she looked phenomenal out on course as well. She was the last female standing. But yeah, it's incredibly sort of shows just how tough that course was. I
Mm.
don't think I've seen an event anywhere where there are that many people who timed out on yard one.
Wow.
They had a lot of starters who just didn't finish yard one.
Right. Okay. Well, you know
So,
what?
so on that, there were a lot of families, couples. There were a heap of kids there, a bunch of locals, a family of I think 4 or 5 of them timed out on yard one after I think their daughter tripped over or something halfway. I shouldn't laugh, halfway around the yard, and so they all took their time and came in a bit slower. But yeah, there were a lot of families involved, a lot of couples and things like that in this event. So it was a real family oriented one, and I think that part of that comes with it being New Year's Eve, but also being free because it's just one of those.
Mm.
Let's just go for a run. We're going to be here anyway. Let's have a bit of fun on the day. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's interesting, but yeah, it was a tough course. And once we got through the New Year's period, pretty much everyone dropped out at that point, like 7 yards in.
Right.
Only 10 of those 112 actually went beyond 7 yards.
Yeah. Gee.
So
Um.
yeah, like, as far as attrition rate, probably one of the highest.
Yeah.
You know, they hit the ultra, they were done. Hit the new year, they were done. But yeah, to only have 10 go beyond 7 yards is pretty incredible.
Mm. Well, I had some serious FOMO watching. I made a New Year's resolution.
No FOMO here.
Yeah. Well, I
No,
made
I did too. I would have loved to have been at this one.
yeah. Well, I've made a New Year's resolution, and it's to run maybe that race or something else on New Year's Eve to finish 26.
I think it's a cool way to see out the year. Yeah. So now you've
Um.
got the big question: Alpine or Glasshouse?
Yeah. I'd probably yeah. I'd have to decide, but it probably Aussie Alpine just because it's so much closer to
Close
me.
to home. Yeah.
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 And it's free.
It was free.
Oh yes. Do we know
I
if
can't imagine it will be free next year. This
yeah.
year.
Oh
Yeah.
well, let's see. Hope that would
Oh,
be something if it is, if you can rely on it being free
it,
every year.
if it were free again this year, it will get. I'll tip it now. It'll get 400 runners.
Ooh, yeah.
They'll have to cap it, I think, on that course, but it'll hit capacity, I think, if it
Yeah.
if it remains free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um,
Um,
yeah. So like the other good results. So Jacob Gullick obviously came in on 22. Jack Mays 21. The rest of the top performers, and most of whom we predicted or we spoke about. Joel Claxton came in at 20. Nadine Barnes, who I mentioned before, at 18. Annabelle Swainston at 17. And Justin Hyatt at 15. That was his longest run in a few years as well. So pretty good to see him
mm,
out there and running and getting that 100 Ks. But yeah, tough course. It's yeah, pretty crazy just to see how many people, I guess, struggled.
Yeah, I know Luke Slater was there. He ran a few
Yep.
yards. He had his kids with him by the look of things, and
Yep.
looked like they had a really good time. But they weren't prepared for the weather, that's for sure.
Yeah. He did 6 yards himself. So that would have been just enough. No, he would have seen midnight. I don't know if he went out on the New Year's yard and timed out, but he certainly he ran until midnight at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Interestingly, on the other end of the scale, I'm talking about people missing out on that timing out on that yard. Opposite end of the scale. Not sure if you'd know the name Sam Hopper. He's a very quick runner from New Zealand. I actually met him about 10 years ago through Running Heroes when they were still based in Surrey Hills. He works for ASICS as a running coach, but he set out, he did 28 minutes for yard one. Didn't go out for a second yard, but he set a course record that I think will probably last a very, very long time.
yeah,
28 minutes on a 200-meter elevation backyard course is just ridiculous.
yeah. Oh, that's awesome. Um, Glass House Standing.
Yep. Yep. So that's the other big New Year's event. And yeah, that one again looks like it was a crazy, crazy impressive event in many ways.
Yeah,
Yeah, they had 195 starters this year, which is up 50 from last year's event. Just a massive, massive increase in the numbers. But
mm,
again, this one just it looked tough. And the weather, I think, just played the biggest part in that. It
yeah.
was, I think it was torrential rain going in the first night, starting around yard 5. And then, just followed by the usual Queensland heat, humidity,
Oh,
summer, like dead middle of summer.
yeah.
Hitting that on New Year's Day would have just been ridiculous. And
Oh,
the course was a bit different this year. So they changed the course this year. They didn't have a day night and a day
oh,
loop and
right.
a night loop. It was a whole new course. Same starting point, just went a different area. And I think there would have been less tree cover than the previous course as well. So
Mm.
probably wouldn't have helped.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, new course record though, and
That's right.
new female course record too.
That's right. Yeah, both phenomenal. Tammy Wickham obviously set the new female course record for Glasshouse at 28, and in doing so, pushed Pat to 29 yards, where he beat the overall course record, which Sean Lyons set at 28 last year. So,
Mm.
yeah, both just really good to see new course records on from both of them. Yeah,
Yeah. Patrick Highland. I mean, it's rare for someone to come out and win their backyard ultra on debut.
it's been years. I mean, it used to happen all the time.
Yeah,
2019, 2020. First backyard in this state, someone would win it.
yeah,
But yeah, look, it just doesn't happen. It's pretty rare, and to come out and win it on 29 yards is, that's impressive. It's
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
it's
yeah. I mean, there was a field with a lot of experienced veterans in it. So
yeah,
he's coached by Sam Harvey too.
that's right. Yeah, I'm sure Sam's incredibly happy to have another winner in his stable.
Yeah,
Yeah, look again, Patrick Highland he was super consistent with his yard times throughout. Averaged slightly quicker than 44 minutes per yard.
yeah,
Again, just looked like he could have gone, another day or so.
yeah. It sounds
Maybe.
like he's the real deal.
Yeah. Yeah. Keen to see what he can do in 2026. Obviously, if he's got Sam behind him, he's taking backyard serious enough that he's hopefully coming back for another crack at something
Mm.
again this year.
Yeah, well, he's from. I think Tammy said he was from Darwin.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
um, so the heat, he would have been used to the heat. But
Yeah.
yeah, you could choose whichever backyard ultra you wanted if you're in Darwin because they're all pretty much as far away as each other.
Yeah, he's got, I mean, red center ringer in Alice Springs or red dirt out in Karratha, top of West Australia. But even still, none of those like they're not close. We're talking hours worth of travel to any event. So Okay, good. Well, let's see. Hopefully, we can see him get somewhere else. There's
Mm,
plenty, as we keep saying, there's plenty in Queensland to choose from. That's probably his next protocol is back to the warm states.
yeah. Were there a few age group records and things like that broken in this race?
We actually had two new Australian age records set in this event.
Ooh,
Emily Evans, a name you may know, that's Teresa Evans' daughter, Teresa being the run director of Gills Gallivant. She completed 7 yards. That's a 13-year-old female Australian record. The previous for 13-year-old female was a single yard. So she's increased that to 7. And this is now her third year of setting age records, with her 11 and 12-year-old records still remaining unbeaten.
okay.
So that's, yeah, pretty impressive. I
And
shout Emily out.
what are her 11 and 12 results?
Oh, that's a good question. They're around that point as well. I've got it right here. As an 11-year-old, did 6 yards at Dead Cow 2024, and as a 12-year-old, did 7 yards again at Coffs in 2025.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That 11 one, that will be a hard one to beat.
Yeah, it could be. We did have a 10-year-old run 5 yards at Coffs last year.
Ooh,
Coffs this year have got a large contingency of children. And I've talked to the run director, Keelan, who ran it out Alpine just last week. Yeah, he's predicting that they could have a fair few age records beaten at this year's event. There's a
ooh.
bunch of runners who are running in categories that don't yet have records set as
Ooh.
well. So we'll be filling in some gaps, and yeah,
Keeping,
we could see some new records beaten at Coffs this year, but we'll see. But yeah,
uh,
there was a girl at Coffs 2025 who did 5. If she's aged up, then Emily's 6 at 11-year-old could be a challenge this year if Abigail is back again.
yeah, well, they're keeping you on your toes, was it? They're keeping you on your
That's
toes.
it. They are. And we had a 12-year-old male. That record has now gone to 5 yards. That's by Elliot Cassidy, and he's beaten the previous record of 4 yards. So increased that
Oh,
by
yeah.
1 as well.
Oh, yeah. I know his father's Niall. I've met him at Dead Cow a few times. He's a good bloke.
Okay. Yeah, great. Okay, yeah, he did 3 at the previous Glass House as well. Um, doesn't have that record. Someone else at 11 years old had done 6. So yeah, he may have held the record when he did that, but again, Coughs last year they had a bunch of fast kids who did some serious distances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So back to the Glasshouse results. Obviously, we mentioned Patrick Hyland took out the win. He did that in 29 yards. The assist in the event, who we mentioned before, but let's give her some credit. This was also her first last female standing result. That's Tammy Wickham. She did 28 yards. I don't need to go into too much detail on Tammy or her results. You did a fantastic interview with Tammy just the other day, post Glasshouse standing. She outlines her experiences with this race, other races, and yeah, she describes the course and conditions for this treacherous Glasshouse as well. She was actually my pick for the event, so I'm pretty happy. She did amazingly well. It's hard to predict basing my predictions on stats and everything else when a newcomer comes in and belts out a victory.
Yeah.
So I'm still pretty happy that my pick could come in as the assist.
Yeah. She loves it, doesn't she?
Yeah,
You just know she's going to be smashing her PB this year,
yeah,
and
for sure. Yeah,
hopefully breaking 40 too.
that's right. Yeah. In third place, we actually had another debutante. That's Nick Freeman.
Ooh,
He did 26 yards, so only a couple behind Tammy. Yeah, talking to Brett, the run director there, I believe Nick has not actually previously run over 75 kilometers in a single event, and
whoa,
here he is on debut in a backyard at 175,
wow,
which is yeah, so fantastic again for a debut to come in at 26. Yeah, and then the rest of the guys, we had a fair few good results all around. Peter Jones on 25. Dan Beamish, who had a 7 yard PB on 24.
yeah,
Holly Shield and Nicole Duvek Smith both did 24 to round out the milers. And Eliza Brewer with a 5-yard PB came in at 22 yards. So
Yeah.
yeah, a bunch of 20 plus yards as well in this event. But yeah, all really good
And
looking results around the
yeah.
chart.
The defending champion, Sean
Sean
Lyons
Lyons.
was there.
Yeah, he was there. He finished, I think it was on 20 yards. Let me just confirm that. Uh, One time it's going to be slow on me. There we go. Sean Lyons, yes, he DNF'd on 20 yards. I don't know if there was a reason behind that, whether he had more to go. His Strava just lists the usual thanks to his crew. Thanks for Run Queensland for another cracking event. No specifics, no sort of reason or anything for finishing at that time. May have just been the way of the day.
Yep, yep.
But yeah, look, 20 yards, nothing to sneeze at. If I
Yeah,
could do
no,
20,
for
I'd be
sure.
happy.
Oh yeah, 20 is so hard to do.
Yeah.
Uh, um, and the more it's funny, the more I do them, the more I realize how hard it is. I think it's because I remember, like
Yeah.
it, because I've done so many now. I'm starting to remember what it feels like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, and look, I'm yet to hit 20, so you can say it's hard. I can say it's incredibly hard.
Yeah,
So that'll be my next goal is a 20 plus. But yeah, you've done a few 20 pluses, haven't you?
yeah. Well, I've done 8 30 pluses.
Yeah, 13 20 pluses, I believe you're at,
Gee.
which is very
Well,
impressive.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
hopefully this year I'll be able to do 10 30 pluses.
Your 10th, you mean, not 10 in a year?
Yeah, yeah, my 10th, because I'm on 8, so two
Yeah.
more.
No, I think you'll be doing a 40 plus this year.
Well, that that would be a dream come true.
And
Yeah,
that's just getting started.
yeah,
It's going to be a big year.
yeah. I'm looking forward to it. Cactus 100 tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah, they're actually starting at 7 p.m. tomorrow night. This is a small event. It happens in Birdsville up in Queensland. It's a 24-hour capped backyard, and they only mentioned that it was coming back late December. I don't have a lot of information about it other than it's happened the last like a couple of times. I don't even have many results from the previous events. I've reached out to them, but I'm yet to get contact back. Um, but yeah, if you're up in Birdsville or in and around the area, feel free to pop on down to the Cactus 100 and give it a crack.
Yeah, awesome. Before we talk about the news, let me show you the hat, Wazza. Check.
Yes, I've spotted this.
Um, hard nuts.
Very
Got the
cool.
flat frothing Backyard Ultra podcast logo, and the flat buttons on and off, so you can
Oh,
actually remove the flat.
snap buttons.
Yeah,
Nice. Very cool.
so
And I saw you had is it an additional clip on for the face?
yeah, for like when you're running through the Sahara.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, so that's there too. So it's good.
Looks great.
I'm happy with it actually. I think it suits the goes with the singlet.
We'll get the shorts on next, and then the
Yeah,
tights, and you'll be laughing.
yeah.
No, it looks great. Where do I get one? I'm gonna
Oh,
put one in my cart.
they're on the website, the fourth, whatever it is. Oh, there'll be a link on YouTube, and use code for anyone who wants free shipping. The code for free shipping is DOMBOY, DOMBOY.
Okay,
Yeah. So yeah, I think
excellent.
um, they
So
look
that's up
cool.
on patto-shop.fourthwall.com.
Yeah. So
Link will be below.
they look cool and they are cool. That's what I reckon.
Yeah, I like it. Very
Yeah.
cool. It's going in my cart as soon as we
Awesome.
finish this chat.
um, news. I've got a few things written down, dude. But did you want to go first?
Yeah, I've just got a couple of little things to mention first. I just want to mention a couple of course recce runs that are happening this weekend and next weekend. I'm still standing in Sydney. I've got a course recce run this Sunday at 7 a.m. That's at their Maroubra course at Heffron Park. I'm actually going to be at that one, so I'm keen to go and have a couple of yards, just check out the new course because it's changed slightly for this year. I'm running that event in March, so this will be a good just test run and see how I feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gold Coast Backyard Ultra actually have a recce run next Sunday, the 18th of January. They're doing 4 yards from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on their course.
Nice.
Yeah. So if I spot any other recce runs, I'll be sure to mention them in these videos as well. I'll try and get a list of those up on the website somewhere as well to sort of allow some more details on calendar.
Yeah, perfect. Wild Dog Backyard Ultra is no more.
That's right. Well, the 2026 event is no more.
Mm.
Let us hope that Wild Dog itself has not been put down. But
Yeah.
yeah, the Wild Dog 2026 event has been cancelled, and they have offered refunds for anyone who previously booked a ticket. I don't know the full story there. I'm not sure if you know anything more, but it sounds like expenses issues just with terms of insurance and guaranteeing first aid throughout. So looks like they're going to be regrouping, aiming to be back in 2027, bigger and better than ever. And let's hope they can do that.
Yeah, cool. Well, I tell you what, I don't know if they do, I don't know if it's going to be at the same venue or not or anything
Mm.
like that. But those 2 years at Wild Dog, I ran at both of them, and they were
Yeah,
both epic races, tough course, tough conditions. Everyone will always remember their runs at Wild Dog.
yeah, yeah.
So, um, in other news, I know I didn't put this as a scoop because I'm pretty sure he's told a few people. Ezra Dingo's going to be running it. I'm still standing. So,
That's right. Yeah.
so there'll be Ezra, Mitch McInnes, and John Berry.
Yes, among many other names, but yes, those three are going to be the big hitters at that event at
Yeah.
this point. And yeah, all three of them are looking keen as in terms of trying to push that distance. I know all three of them want to get on that Aussie team this year.
Yeah.
I think this will be a really good one of those events that's going to be very much proving the point that you go further when you go together.
Mm.
I know Mitch and John have worked really well together the last couple of years, particularly I'm Still Standing. John was the assist to Ezra at Sydney's. I don't think in that event they really spoke a lot or gelled as much as they could have. And I think they're approaching this event with a bit more of a camaraderie that we'll hopefully see the three of them and hopefully the rest of us who will be at the event to drag us up as well. And hopefully we can see a massive result out of this event.
Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to it. I reckon it could be the surprise race of the year.
It could very well be. It's another one of these smaller events, not a huge crowd, or not a huge entrant list, I should say, not participants. But it's because of that, it gets a bit more of that family vibe and community vibe. Reds was the other good example that we had recently, where the smaller event for everyone's sort of pushing together to push for a big result. It's got a really nice course for doing a big numbers. We just got to see it happen. The weather's been the interesting one with I'm Still Standing the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Last year it was the hottest day on record for that time of year. And the year before it was torrential rain for most of the event.
That's right.
So it's an interesting time of year to be running. Hopefully we'll see a fantastic event. And look, I'm excited to see Ezra have another crack
Yeah.
at a big
And
event.
John Berry, he's really good to follow on social media. He's doing a lot of he does a lot of good stuff, and he's been posting that he's aiming to become the first 100 kilogram plus athlete to run 72 hours in a backyard ultra there.
Okay. Well, that's an interesting stat. I
Yeah.
wonder. There aren't a great many that have done more than 72, but I wonder. Now I've got to go through the figures and see who might be closest to that number. Yeah. That would be awesome. Oh, and speaking of Instagram, Mitch McInnes has also just started posting a series on his Instagram on his tips and ideas and guidelines for backyard ultra training and everything as well. So
Awesome.
yeah, all of these guys are really big on the community and sharing their knowledge, and I think that's going to play really well for this event as well.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
I saw Dan Carmack's running at Gilly.
Oh yes, I did hear this. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You might have told me that the other day.
No,
Yeah.
not me.
No,
No.
someone mentioned it. Maybe did he post it somewhere?
Mm.
I saw this. I heard this
I
somewhere.
saw
I've
him
seen
doing,
this.
yeah, I saw him doing some heat training on Instagram.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
yeah, getting really ready for Gilly. So
Yes.
that'll be a lot of fun to follow. Hopefully they put on a live stream or something like that.
I
So
think they will. It sounds like they've got a fair bit of money going into the event, and well, obviously they've now got Phil there. Dan's going to be there. That's yeah, two massive names in the Aussie field, and
yeah.
that's before we start looking at who else is going to be at that event. I know they've got another world record holder in some other running category, but
Oh,
I'm
no.
not sure exactly what his stats were or if he's done a backyard before. But
Mm.
another big name, and I know they look like they were sourcing a few others as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
unreal.
obviously we've mentioned they sounds like they reached out or something with Jashi as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, it looks like they might be chasing a few big names.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um, Now, did you get any scoops, was there?
No, no, not really. I did have one other one I wanted to mention. I noticed Ryan Crawford, White Kenyan.
Ooh.
Not backyard entrance, but he's actually just started up White Kenyan coaching.
Oh yeah.
So he's putting together some 12 to 24-hour training camps, which are going to be backyard ultra focused, a lot of elevation and strength training. Just figured I'd mention that one as well. It sounds pretty cool. I noticed as soon as he'd done that, both Mitch and John had commented on the post saying that yeah, it looked cool and we're keen.
Yeah.
So that's he's got that up on Instagram on a new Instagram account at white_Kenyan_coaching.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
So
that the Crow's going up to do it.
okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah, I know that that he's planning to, but
Yep.
yeah, I don't know anything more than that.
I reckon that'd be a cool thing to do. Yeah, 12 to 24 hour simulation under one of the Australia's best
Yeah.
on what looks like his home training grounds and things like that. Which yeah, I saw some of the videos he's posting of the elevation and the tracks he runs on, and yeah, that's all part of it. So yeah, I reckon they'll be amazing to be part of.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And
As far as scoops
oh,
go, I don't really have anything. I will mention that we've discussed Legends Backyard Ultra in Belgium.
yeah.
We've got confirmation now. Sarah Perry will be there. She's confirmed in an interview with the BBC in the UK that she's going to be lining up at Legends. And I actually saw that Lukash and Oriol are definitely both confirmed for that event as well. So yeah, there's all those names that were being thrown out there with the post the legends themselves put up on Instagram and Facebook a couple of weeks ago. Those names are now actually being confirmed. Previously, it had been mentioned as like 5 runners who have done 110 plus the national record holders of about 6 or 7 other countries. But yeah, now they're all actually coming out and confirming that they're going to be there. So that is shaping up to be an incredibly massive event.
Yeah, can you remember off the top of your head what month it's in?
Yeah, it is. It's in April. It is the midway point between bigs and bigs. So
Yeah.
it's basically the same weekend as Sydney's tends to be here in Australia.
Yeah, yeah. Now
Yeah.
I'm just thinking out loud here. I haven't spoken to Phil about this or anything like this or anything like that, but I wonder if he's thinking about going over for it and running in it too.
You think Phil? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just wondering if he's thinking about it. That's
What
all I'm
what was it
wondering.
we saw? What was it we saw the other day? Backyard Ultra Gorillas in Spain had posted that this is the year of
Oh,
Phil's world tour.
yeah.
As an equivalent of their April Fool's joke, they mentioned that he was going to be running their backyard ultra, which happens to be I realize it's the weekend before Sat Champs.
Hmm.
So yeah, I think it'd be a fantastic opportunity to go and have a serious crack again with
Hmm.
essentially the world's best on one of the world's best courses. This is the Legends course is where the Belgians have their Sat Champs. This is where they've held the world record at 101. This is where they've held the world record at 110 in an event where they had 5 runners crack at 100. I think all kidding aside, I think it is likely to be the world's best backyard ultra course.
Mm,
Just purely based on the course itself. It's near flat. It's got indoor facilities. It's yeah. It looks like it's going to be an incredible event. Yeah, I even not Phil, but any Aussie who has some budget should consider going to this event if they're looking to qualify for Sat Champs.
yeah.
If you're
Oh,
looking to get 60 plus yards, this is the event to do it.
yeah.
Easy. There's no way Legends this year will go for less than 100 yards.
Yeah.
I called it last year. I think we'll see a new world record happen at Legends in April. Whether or not Phil will be there for that world record or he'll have to chase it back again, I don't know. But yeah, if I were an Aussie who had the ability to get on the team and had some budget up my sleeve, I'd seriously consider flying to Belgium.
Yeah.
I'm not sure
Yeah.
who's in that category, but think about it, guys. This could be an easy chance to get on the team. Easy.
Uh, now scoops. I did.
Yeah, what do you got?
I
Yeah.
did get one. I've got a couple of others that I've got written down, but the crow. Right.
Yes.
He's got a huge one. King of all hard nuts is coming to MVP, putting all his nuts on the line. Caw. But I don't know. I don't know if he's talking about himself or if he's talking about me.
Mate, maybe you're both going to be there.
Well, I know for sure that the crow is,
Yep.
and I signed up yesterday.
There you go. What a scoop.
Yeah, so I'm actually pretty fired up.
Excellent. So you're four weeks out till your next event.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm fired up.
That's
And
awesome.
our next show is going to be about MVP. So
Yes.
I'm going to be absolutely frothing.
I'm looking forward to it more than ever now. Yeah, look, I think I already thought it was going to be a good event. MVP always looks great. You've run every MVP thus far,
No, I
or
missed the first
yeah,
two because it's one
okay,
of Australia's older ones. So
yeah,
I've done it 4 times. It was
yeah, okay,
my first ever backyard in 22.
yeah.
You know, it's
Ah,
a hard one. Like of those 4 times I've run it, I've only broken 24 once.
yeah, yeah,
Um, because it's the heat.
yeah,
The last 2 years have been like in the 30s and
yeah,
the days are long.
yeah. What have you done? You did 16, 26, 22, 22. Yeah,
Yeah,
all good results, but
yeah,
yeah, okay,
yeah. So I
that's awesome.
really,
Oh, I'm excited now. So
yes.
this is you were dialing back to two backyards this year, were you not?
I, I I had
And I
to I
believe
had a
we're now
few.
at Two Rivers, Shepparton, MVP. I
Yeah.
believe you'll be flying to Belgium.
Well, yeah. Look, it will probably only be three, but we'll see. We'll
We'll see
see.
what we can
I'm,
do.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm yeah. I'm ready to throw my hat back in the ring and see how I go. Farms, who was going to run, um, he's just got his plantar fasciitis hasn't cleared up, so he's going to save himself for Melbourne, and
Yep.
I'll be crewing there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Will he be crewing you at MVP or you haven't had that
yeah,
conversation?
yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I think so. Um, it's going to be good.
That's good. That's exciting. That is a scoop.
Yeah. My other scoop as well is about MVP. The world famous Cook brothers are both running at MVP.
They're both going to be there, are they?
Yeah, so
Okay.
remember we thought one was running at Sydney's and the other one was no, yeah, but no, they're both going to be running at
Yep.
MVP.
Excellent. Okay, cool. So none of this state on state rivalry. We can have them head to head. That's fantastic. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah, they're my scoops.
Excellent. All right. Well, that's more than I've got. I tried to outscoop you this week with a post on Instagram, but I didn't get any bites.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, awesome.
yeah, very good. Well, I'm looking forward to our next show, which will be, I guess, leading into the week of MVP. MVP starts on the 6th of Feb at 7 p.m. on the
Yes.
Friday night.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
So it's a really good one. I've got the Friday off work, and the course record is 41, held by Ben Nichols. I don't know, Wazza, if there's a backyard ultra race in Australia with a finer list of previous winners. Let
Yeah.
me tell
It.
you. So Ben Hurst,
Yeah.
Key Bretts, Ben Nichols, Ross
Ross
McLean,
McLean. Yeah.
Rock and Roll Joel Sex Bomb Sexton,
Yeah.
and Tim Kaprazak.
Yeah. And you know what's great about it is that you've got 6 amazing names there, but you can list the assists as well,
Mm.
and it's another 6 names. So this event, not one assist has gone on to win, not one win has gone on to assist at a later event. Of 6 events, we've had 12 different people take out first and second. And
Yeah.
those like assists, again, you've got Kevin Muller, Ross McPhee, Doobs, Phil Ryan, Drew Vincent, The Crow. Like that, none of those are small names.
Yeah.
Like MVP has got a history of phenomenal runners and phenomenal names. And yeah, look, it's going to be interesting to see where it goes this year. We're going to see 2 new names up on the list.
Well, and we know
No offense to the Crow. He's not got first or second according to history.
yeah.
I'd like to see him to prove us wrong.
Yeah, it's going to be good. Like Luke Slater's training hard. If you follow
Yep.
him on socials, he's been posting a lot of like him running in 42 degrees and stuff like that, preparing for MVPs. So he
Yep.
wants to win.
Yeah, cool. It's shaping up to be a big event. Yeah.
Well, I mean, if we're excited now, imagine how excited we're going to be for next episode.
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Well,
MVP's got an interesting record as well. Like that record that you mentioned from Tim Nichols, that Ben Nichols, sorry, he set that in 2022.
yeah,
It's a long-standing record.
yeah, and
Um,
I mean that
and
tells me two things. First of all, the assist, the Dubinator, that shows how good the Dubinator is because
yeah,
they're the only two people in 6 years who have ever broken 40 there.
yeah,
And it was
yeah,
kind of like that race went down as legend. They went down as in legend for that race, and then it
yeah.
was so good in 25 to see them do it again at MVP 3 years later.
At
Oh,
MVP,
sorry, at Melbourne. At
at
Melbourne.
Melbourne, sorry, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, no one's come within 10 yards of that. Tim Kay last year got 31.
Yeah.
Um, admittedly in last year's conditions, but yeah, like
I
it's
think
that's amazing, just
I
the
think Key
difference.
Bretts did it in 36, didn't he?
Yeah, in 36 the year before, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, which and obviously Ross did 35 that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and the year that Ben Nichols won, it was a hot one too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a it wasn't because of the weather that it is the course record. Like they are two tough dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think they work really well together on course. We've seen them do so a number of times, and yeah, hopefully that's just a relationship that tends to work.
Yeah. Well, they're friends now, but back
Yeah.
then they didn't know each other back then.
No, obviously, yeah, I suppose not. Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
You spend
Well,
enough time running together and these bonds just happen. You look at Jimmy B and White Kenyon.
yeah, yeah, it's true. I love it. That's the thing I love about it the most is the friends I've made and running with other people. I just love it,
Yeah,
was I just love it.
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll speak to you in a few weeks when we preview MVP.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it more than ever now.
Oh,
Let's go.
yeah, it's
Big
gonna
year.
be. Yeah. All right. See you, Walter.
All right. Cheers, mate. Bye.